I've been holding back for so long, letting others' opinions cloud my vision of you. The truth is, I always wanted to pursue you, but I let someone else's words shape my judgment. Now, I regret not following my heart sooner. There's something I need to confess. I was deeply drawn to you from the very beginning, but someone convinced me you weren't right for me. They called you old and unworthy, but now I see those words for the lies they were. I should have listened to my heart. Every moment I spent away from you, I felt like I was making the wrong choice. I always had feelings for you, but the third party made me doubt, made me believe you were too old, and now I know how foolish that was. I need you to understand that I never saw you the way others tried to paint you. They said you were past your prime, that I shouldn't pursue you, but deep down, I always knew they were wrong. I should have followed my instincts. The third party told me you were old, that you weren't worth my time, but they never understood how timeless your beauty is, how your soul shines brighter than anything I've ever known. Now I realize what I lost by listening to them. I was torn between my feelings for you and the lies others fed me. They said you were too old for me, but those words couldn't have been more wrong. I see now that your spirit, your energy, is more alive than anyone I've ever known. I let them convince me that I should look elsewhere, that you weren't the one for me because of your age. But every time I see you, I know how wrong that decision was. You've always been the one I wanted. They tried to make me see you through their narrow lens, labeling you as old, but they didn't know the real you. I've come to realize that your wisdom, your experience, is what makes you truly beautiful. I was blind to the truth for so long. The third party kept telling me that I should look for someone younger, but I now understand that age has nothing to do with love. I should have pursued you from the start. I always felt something for you, but I let someone convince me that you weren't right for me, that you were too old. Now I see that age is just a number, and I've been a fool for not following my heart. I believed the lies they told me, that I should look for someone else, someone younger, but I can't shake the feeling that I've lost something precious by not pursuing you. Now I'm ready to admit the truth. There's a truth I've kept hidden for too long. I always wanted to be with you, but I let someone tell me you were too old for me. Looking back, I see how ridiculous that was. You're the one I've always needed. They made me believe that I needed someone different, someone younger. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't stop thinking about you. Age doesn't matter when it comes to love, and I should have seen that sooner. For too long, I've let others' opinions dictate my feelings. They said you were old, but I've come to realize that your soul is ageless. I should have trusted my heart when it told me you were the one. The third party tried to convince me that you weren't the one for me, that you were past your prime. But now I know that your heart, your spirit, is as vibrant as ever. I should have pursued you without hesitation. I let someone else's judgment cloud my feelings for you. They said you were too old, but they didn't know the connection we had. I'm ready to own up to the fact that I've always wanted to be with you. I was told to look elsewhere to find someone younger. But every time I think of you, I realize that age means nothing when two souls are connected. I wish I had the courage to pursue you back then. I've always been drawn to you, but I let someone convince me you weren't right for me because of your age. Now I see how wrong I was. You have a timeless beauty that I've always been in awe of. They told me you were too old for me, that I should move on. But now I can't help but wonder what could have been if I hadn't listened to them. You were always the one I truly wanted. The third party's words held me back from pursuing the love I knew I felt for you. They called you old, but they couldn't see the real you. Now I understand that love is about connection, not age. I need to confess that I always felt something for you, but I let someone convince me otherwise. They said you were too old, but now I see that your spirit, your heart, is more alive than anyone I've ever known. For too long, I believed the lies they told me, that I shouldn't pursue you because of your age. But now I see that your wisdom, your grace, is what makes you truly special. They made me doubt my feelings for you, calling you too old, but now I see how wrong they were. You've always had a timeless beauty that I should have cherished. I was misled by others' opinions, and now I regret every moment I spent away from you. They said you were old, but I see now that your energy and beauty are unmatched. For so long, I let the third party convince me that I needed someone younger, but every day I realize that age doesn't matter when it comes to love, and I wish I had chosen you. They filled my head with doubts, telling me you were too old for me. But now I see the truth. Your presence, your love, is timeless, and I should have followed my heart. I was a fool to let them steer me away from you, to believe that age was something that could ever matter between us. I see now that you're everything I've ever wanted. They tried to convince me you weren't the right one because of your age, but their words were lies. The truth is, I've always seen the vibrant and youthful spirit inside you. I let their judgments take over my thoughts, and now I realize I've been blind. They said you were too old, but I've come to understand how foolish those words were. I've spent too long running from the truth, letting others dictate my feelings. They called you old, but they never saw the incredible light that shines in your heart. The third party told me you weren't right for me because of your age, and I believed them. But now I can't ignore the connection we've always had, and I regret not pursuing you sooner. I was swayed by others' opinions, led to believe you were too old for me, but in my heart, I've always known that you're the one I truly want. They painted a picture of you that wasn't true, telling me you were too old to be with. Now I see that age never mattered, and I've been a fool for not pursuing you. I allowed others to influence my feelings, convincing me that age was an issue. But the truth is, I've always been drawn to your spirit, your heart, and I regret letting them sway me. The third party made me believe that I needed someone younger, but now I see how ridiculous that was. Your energy, your wisdom has always captivated me. I've spent too much time listening to the lies of others, letting them dictate my choices. They said you were too old, but now I see that love doesn't age. I believed the wrong people, let their opinions cloud my judgment. They said you were past your prime, but now I realize that you're the only one who truly matters. I let their words control me, make me doubt what I felt for you. They called you old, but now I understand that you're the one I should have pursued all along. They convinced me that you weren't right for me because of your age, but I see now that those words were empty. I should have never let you go. I regret letting someone else's judgment shape my feelings for you. They said you were too old, but I've always known deep down that you were the one for me. The third party told me lies about you, said you were too old, but I now see how shallow those words were. Your heart has always been what I needed. I let someone else convince me that I needed something different, something younger, but the truth is that I've always been drawn to you. I should have followed my heart. They said you were too old for me, but they didn't understand the connection we shared. Now I realize I've made a huge mistake by not pursuing you sooner. I was blinded by what others said, convinced that you weren't right for me. But now I know that age doesn't matter when love is real, and I've been a fool to listen to them. They told me I needed someone younger, but no one has ever made me feel the way you do. I see now that I should have followed my heart from the start. For too long, I let their words dictate my actions, telling me you were too old for me. But I've always felt something for you, and I wish I hadn't ignored it.